Hi everybody, so this is the look every fucking time. Hi everybody, so this is the look for you today. This is my Barbie inspired look. I'm really happy with it. The hair is just straightened, so it's super easy. But yeah, I really hope you guys enjoy this video. I had a lot of fun with it and I feel really beautiful. It's been a while since you guys have seen me in this hair, and it's always been one of my most favorite wigs. So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoy the video. Thank you so much for watching. It truly means more to me than I can ever put into words. Please do not forget to share the video, like the video, and don't forget to subscribe. Bye. Alrighty everyone, so starting off with the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer, which is, like I say in all my videos, my favorite right now. And then I'm using the Louise Base on the eyes. This is a pretty simple look, but it's elevated, I bet I think, because of the cut crease and the dramatic lashes. So we're going into the Orgy palette by Jeffree Star, and I'm using the color Safe Sex. I cannot. Could you fucking imagine taking... I love this palette, by the way. This palette is excellent quality, and it has, like, every nude you can think of. But could you fucking imagine taking this palette to a client's house? Every time I use this, I think, oh my god, I would fucking roll in my grave. Because I'd die. Like, I would die from people seeing the names of these shadows. And I'm not even a prude, like, whatever. So, using that, and then I went over the brow bone with I'm Shy. And I did cut the crease with the Jeffree Star Wedding Liquid Star Shadow, and filled that over top of it with the Sugar Pill Taco eyeshadow. Before doing that, I did darken the crease up a little bit here with Booby Trap, but it was not a lot at all. It was like I tapped it in Booby Trap and then dusted off the excess. It was not a lot by any means. So I'm taking a makeup wipe here and I'm removing some of the product so that I can get a nice clean line. The Liquid Star shadows are excellent quality, and they don't have to be set, but you can set them, which is what I prefer to do. I always prefer to set my liquid shadows. I just think it provides a longevity that using just the liquid can't provide. Just the liquid can't provide, yeah. Sugar Pill Taco is the best white eyeshadow you will ever use in your life, at least in my opinion. I absolutely love it. So if you're looking for a super bright white, most definitely recommend Sugar Pill Taco. And the shape doesn't stay, by the way. I don't keep this winged out shape because Barbie is fairly soft, so I wanted to make sure that I was doing a nice soft cut crease, so to speak. So I'm just taking that Safe Sex color again and running that along the outside to soften that and just give the inner 2/3, maybe, the illusion of the cut crease. For the brow bone, I used I'm Shy. Now, I found the white on the lid to be a bit stark. I wanted it that white on the inner portion of the lid, but I found the very center of the lid to be a bit much. So I did take Silk Robe from the Orgy palette and tapped it over top of Sugar Pill Taco. I used my brush, but then I just went over it with my finger, honestly. Then for the pink color that I actually ended up incorporating into the crease, because I did see that Barbie had a touch of pink in the crease, I used the Profusion Romantic Rose palette, and that's that color there you can see me using. And I used the color on the very left, so the first color in the palette. And it's a beautiful color, by the way. It's like this, I don't really know how to describe it, like a muted mauve type color. Very wearable if you're wanting pink. I don't know where you can get Profusion. This was a gift from my mom. But yeah, so I just continued to build the intensity in that pink. I didn't want too much though. I wanted it to be nice and soft. So the cut crease is still fairly stark, and I wanted it to be because that is the look that I was going for, because Barbie has a pretty definitive crease. Using the Made by Mitchell Black Milk Graph Ink liquid eyeliner, curling the lash, and then using some lashes that I customized, which I will be doing a video on the next time I make new lashes. I used Benefit They're Real Magnetic Mascara. This is just to darken though, to be honest with you. It's nothing, it's not like I'm going for length or thickness. I will use any mascara that does not irritate my eye, as long as it darkens the lashes. So these lashes were irritating me a bit. One of them was digging into my eye, so I took it off and reapplied it like 4 times. I think it was the one I'm putting on now. It was really starting to get to me, but I was really happy with how it turned out, the look, once I got the lashes figured out. So this is First Day Beauty Coconut Skin Smoothing Priming Moisturizer, which I am loving. And then I used the Juvia's Place I Am Magic Concealer. And over top of that, I used the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Foundation. And honestly, I loved how this looked. It looked so beautiful, but it looked like skin. It was very, like, perfected, but it did look like skin. It was bizarre. It just looked, anyway, whatever. With that over top, I switched up my loose powder today, and I used the Jeffree Star Cosmetics Magic Star loose powder. I did also use the P. Louise Peach Puff liquid blush and the Physicians Formula butter bronzer before I used my powder. Love the P. Louise liquid blushes. I was really happy with how it looked. It was like the soft, kind of romantic. There I'm color matching, by the way, because I have a couple of the L'Oreal True Match Lumis, and throughout the summer when I get my tan, it's a little all over the place. But if your foundation color is within reason and you're like kind of good at makeup, you could probably match it, you know what I mean? Like, it's not the hardest thing to do if you have some lighter concealer and some darker contour creams or anything like that. I don't know if you can hear, but it's so windy outside, it's shaking my window. And going ahead and applying some more Juvia's Place I Am Magic Concealer. Just wanted extra brightening. I don't know if they have a white version of this, but I would definitely like a white version of this, because I do really like this concealer, but this is close enough, I suppose. And then as always, after applying the liquid blush and the cream bronzer, I used the MAC Studio Fix powder, and that was to kind of tone everything down, and I suppose you could call it marrying the colors, putting them all within the same family, I guess. I really can't tell you how much I love these blushes. They're so good. And they apply beautifully. Love putting them on in the little hearts. I feel so cute. And then blending them out, they just look gorgeous. This was a really nice change from my usual. I usually like a nice orangey blush, and Coral Morals from P. Louise has been my favorite recently, as well as some of the Made by Mitchell blushes. And using that Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. Nope, I'm lying. I've said that this whole time, and that's the powder. I'm using the Colourpop Soul Body Bronzing Balm here. This is the cream I'm using, and after I've powdered and everything, I went in with Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, but I don't know that I caught that on camera. I think there was one part of this I was missing, and I think it was applying the bronzer. But the Soul Body Bronzing Balm does enough anyway. You don't need to add more bronzer on top of it. It's just me being extra for no good fucking reason. Then I'm using the Shivering White MAC Studio Fix to really amplify those white under eyes. And setting with that Jeffree Star Magic Star Loose Powder, starting it on the perimeter of the face and then dragging it towards the center, because I don't want the white under eye to darken or anything like that. So I don't normally put like a powder puff of loose powder under my eye, because I want that white to stay pretty bright. I'll just use kind of excess, if that makes sense. Unless something's really not setting and, you know, having a hard time with creasing, then I'll just say fuck it, YOLO, and do it. But using my usual technique here of powdering all over with loose powder, and then I'll go over it and just drag my fingertips over top of it to make sure that everything is set. And if you feel sticky parts, or like your finger is kind of dragging back, then you'll be able to tell if something hasn't been set. And you will be able to tell, like, it's pretty obvious. And then using the Pixie and Hello Kitty Charming Glow Chrome Glow palette, I just took all of those shades. In the bottom right, I used the bottom right 4 shades that I just showed there. So I used the middle, under the middle, to the right of the middle, and in the bottom right diagonal corner. I hope that makes sense. I don't remember the names of them, to be honest with you. But I feel like it makes sense. Just a soft pink blush will do anyway. You don't have to use that palette. So yes, I did miss getting the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer on there, but I applied very little, so you wouldn't even really know it's there, to be honest with you. It's a step I could have skipped. And using the Colourpop Flexetarian highlighter, I love to look like shiny plastic. And Danessa Myricks Enlight Halo and Ice, but first I used the Cream Shop and Hello Kitty Celebrate Setting and Priming Spray. Then I went over it with the Danessa Myricks Enlight Halo and Ice right there, patting that on, giving a beautiful glow. For lips, I used the Sheglam 524 lip liner, the Jeffree Star Cosmetics Sugar Spike Velour liquid lipstick, which is a beautiful pink, and over top of that, I used the Jeffree Star Beaded Glass, the gloss. So it was the gloss in beaded glass. Oh my gosh. And it was beautiful. I loved the look of the lip. It was a soft pink. It didn't feel like it was too dramatic. And, yeah, I didn't like overdo the application of the gloss. So it was like a nice, comfortable wear. And like I said, the hair was so simple. It's literally just straight. So I love that color. I think I'll have to break out Sugar Spike more often because it's definitely a color I'm feeling. It doesn't feel too... I guess it does look kind of bright. Whatever. It could be brighter. But anyways, I really hope you guys like, subscribe, share the video. Thank you so much for watching. It means more to me than I can ever describe. Bye!